Okay, so it's your turn. Get your notebook. Number 1 to 5. Numbers 1 to 5, write IE if the problem is independent, and write DE if dependent events. Okay, answer in 2 minutes. Okay, time is up. Check your own answer. Sige. So, number 1, Sharifa, what is your answer?
Independent.
Independent. So, it's obvious because the two events are different. One is coin, another is die. So, they are not the same. The number of die, the number of getting number 3 on a die will not affect, or the number of getting a coin ahead on flipping a coin will not affect on getting or rolling number 3 on a die. So, it's independent. Number 2, Johannes, what is your answer? Choosing a queen from a standard deck of cards, then putting it back and choosing a king. So, what is the important keyword here? Putting it back. Johannes, what is your answer? Is it IE or DE? Is Johannes here? What about yes, okay, Richmond, what is the answer?
Dependent.
Come again?
Dependent.
Dependent. DE. You mean DE?
Yes, miss.
So when you put it back, Richmond, meaning before getting the next card, you have to put back. You have to put back, meaning it will not affect the second card. It will not affect choosing the second card. So this is independent. Putting it back because of the words putting it back. Okay? So next. Thank you. Number 3. What is your answer in number 3? I see. Violet, what is your answer in number 3? Violet, are you there? Violet, what is the answer in number 3? A bag contains 4 blue, 3 white, and 5 red. 2 marbles are drawn at random without replacement. Find the probability that the first ball is red and the second is blue. Without replacements. So, Violet, what is your answer? Okay, Violet is absent. Alexa. Okay. So, dependent. Dependent. Thank you, Alexa. Next, number 4. Enzo, what is your answer in number 4?
Independent po.
Okay, thank you. It's independent. So, nauna na. Number 5 is dependent. Letter A. And letter B. What is the answer in letter B, Maxine? Letter B of number 5.
Dependent.
Okay, dependent also. Sige. I do not know if the others are listening or not. You know, if you know the techniques, no need for you to read everything. Just look for the keywords, right? So let us identify those keywords. Number 1 is obvious because they are two different things, two different events. One is flipping a coin, the other is rolling a die. So obviously, they will not affect each other. Now, number 2, what are the keywords here? What are the keywords here, Teresa, in number 2? What are the keywords that suggested it's independent? Teresa? Sharifa?
Putting it back.
Come again?
Putting it back.
Putting it back. Putting it back. So meaning you have to put back. Meaning it will not affect. If you put back the first guard, it will not affect when you get the second guard. That's why it's independent. Number 3, what is the important words, or what is the important keyword, or what are the important words? Nathaniel?
Without replacement.
Okay, thank you. Without replacement. Number 4, Anika, what are the keywords here? It's the with replacement. Yes, thank you. Number 5, Sophia.
Not replace.
Not replaced. So look, it's easy, no? It's easy to identify. So number 1 is obvious. Putting it back with replacement mean the same. Putting it back with replacement mean the same, and they are both independent. Without replacement or not replaced, dependent. Okay, question? I hope it's clear and easy to understand. Next. Okay, answer this. What is the probability of getting ahead in flipping a coin and rolling an even number on a die? Please chat your answer if you have answer now. Probability of getting ahead in flipping a coin and rolling an even number on a die. So your answer should be in lowest term if it is in fraction, or in decimal up to 2 places. Okay, please, everybody solve. I hope you are solving even you are behind your camera. Even your camera is not on. And I hope you are with us and not doing other things. Or else, I pity you if you're not listening. Kayo yung mawawalan, hindi ako. So, sayang yung binabayad nyo na tuition. If you will not listen, if you will not cooperate, or if you are doing something else. Okay, what's answer now? It's either you tell us now or write in the chat box. So they have answers here. 0.25, 1/4, 3/6. Okay. 1/4, majority 1/4, or 0.25 in decimal. So let's see. So let us assign getting ahead as A. Probability of A, probability of getting ahead, and probability of getting an even, rolling an even number is B. So probability of A is 1/2. Diba? So getting ahead in flipping a coin. So there's one coin, 1/2, one head. The other side is tail. So there are two sides, two faces. Kaya 1/2. Next, probability of getting B or rolling an even number is 1/2 again, right? So how many even numbers in 1 to 6? There are 3. So you know this already since this was our lesson before. 2, 4, 6, 3/6, lowest term 1/2. Now, it's what? Independent. Getting ahead will not affect rolling an even number on a die. So simply multiply 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4 or 0.25. Those whose answer is 0.25 or 1/4, very good. So you got it correct. Okay, thank you. Next. A bag contains 4 blue, 3 white, and 5 red. 2 marbles are drawn at random with replacement. Find the probability that the first ball is red and the second is blue. Okay, answer it. 1 minute. Those who missed quiz number 2, please stay on Thursday. Please stay after the session and take quiz number 2. I think you are, how many? I think 5. I'm happy for the result of quiz number 2. Many got 20 and above. That's over 25, no? There are even who got perfect. 1. I'll announce next meeting. I haven't announced yet who got high scores in quiz number 1 pala. Because there are still students who have not yet taken quiz number 1. Then now quiz number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 have not yet taken quiz number 2. And quiz number 1, 1, 2, 2. We don't have allotted week for the what is that intervention this quarter because we moved the exams and because of the 2 weeks no classes, right? That's why no week for synchronous. I mean for intervention. Right after your exam, it's first week right away of 4th quarter. Kaya those who miss the quizzes, you take now the quizzes, you take this week or next week, or else we can still extend on week 1 for you to accomplish. That's during a synchronous session. And for the remedial also, you will not receive letter, but those who will fail in the exam, you have to stay during asynchronous time. We'll make it synchronous for you to cope up, for you to make up. Okay, you have answers now. 3/6, 0.14, 5/36, 5/3. Okay, so take note. Probability cannot be more than 1. Probability cannot have a fraction where numerator is greater than the denominator, because that will result to more than 1, right? The highest probability should be 1. That's 100%. Remember that. Kaya, if your answer is more than 1, like 5/3, 4/2, and so on, that's not correct. So something is wrong with your solution, because I can see answers here which are improper fractions wherein the numerator is higher than the denominator. So let's see who got the correct answer. Is it 0.25? Is it 3/6? Is it 0.14? And so on. Okay, let me call Maxine. How did you get 5/36 or 0.14? Please explain to us. Just tell us the fractions that you multiplied, or sige, explain it your way.
5/12 times 4/12.
5/12 times 4/12 according to Maxine. Okay, who did the same? Who did the same? 5/12 times 4/12, please thumbs up if your two fractions are those two that Maxine said. Thumbs up. Okay, thank you. So let's see. This is with replacement. With replacement, it means you have to what? You have to return the first ball. After getting the first ball, you have to return before getting the second ball. So is this dependent or independent if there is replacement? Yes, Nathaniel?
Independent.
Yes, very good. Independent because of the words with replacement. So let us assign the first ball red as A and the second ball blue as B. Probability of A ball, there are 3. How many? How many red? There are 5 red. Kaya that's 5/12. Now, probability of blue, that's 4/12. Okay? So these are the fractions that Maxine said. Very good. So 5/12 and 4/12. We don't need to modify probability of B because getting the second ball will not affect. Getting the second ball is not affected by the first ball, right? Because there is replacement. That's why you don't need to subtract 1 from 12. It's still 12. 4 because originally there are 4 blue marbles. So simply multiply the 2, and that's 5/12 times 4/12. You'll get 20/144, or if you want, you can cancel it. You know cancellation already, right? Just to show you again, we can cancel 4/12 here, divide by 4. So 1/3. Then 5 times 1 is 5. 12 times 3 is 36. Kaya 20/144 is also 5/36. Reduce it to lowest term, 0.14. So if your answer is 5/36 or 0.14, you got it correct. Very good. Okay, next problem. The same given, but this time without replacement. So I think you know what to do. Sige, 1 minute again for you to answer. Okay, they have answers now. 5/33, 0.15, 0.15, yes. Okay, let's solve now. Without replacement, it's the opposite of the other one. Same given, 4 blue, 3 white, 5 red, but this time without replacement. And it means dependent. Dependent events. So A again, number of red, and B, number of blue. Probability of A, there are 5 red, kaya 5/12. Probability of blue, there are 4 blues, but this time it's over 11 because of the words without replacement. getting the second ball or marble is affected by getting the first one because it's not replaced. It's not put back. That's why minus 1 from 12. There are 11 marbles left when you will get the second ball. And then multiply the 2. 5 over 12 times 4 over 11. You know how to do it. So 5 over 33 or 0.15. So those who answered the 0.15 or 5 over 33, you got it correct. Very good. Okay, no questions. Next. This time, the same given without replacement, but the first ball is blue and the second is blue again. Or probability of getting both blue marbles. Okay, do it 1 minute again. Okay, some of you are fast. I can see answers now. 0.12, 4 over 33, 0.12, 4 over 33. Okay, thank you. So, very good. Let me ask. Okay, let me ask Richmond, what are the two fractions that you multiplied? What are the two fractions that you multiplied?
4 over 12 and 4 over 11.
4 over 12 and 4 over 11. How about the others? Is it 4 over 11 still? Take note, both blue. The first ball is blue and the second is blue again. Let me ask Sophia, what are the two fractions that you multiplied?
4 over 12 and 3 over 11.
Okay, 4 over 12 and 3 over 11. So let's see. Without replacement, it's without a replacement. That's why it's dependent events. So let be the first ball A and the second ball B. Probability of getting blue ball is 4 over 12. First. So first event. So 4 because there are 4 blues and there are 12 balls in all. Probability of getting B since without replacement, so 4 minus 1 will become 3 because it's blue again. You don't have to subtract if this is another color. Let's say if this is white, so still it's 3. But if this is red, it's 5. And then it's 11, subtract 1 from 12 because of the word without replacement. So if the same color, if the same thing that you have to get, you have to subtract also from the numerator kasi the same color. Okay? So multiply 4 over 12 times 3 over 11 will give us 12 over 132, lowest term 1 over 11. And then decimal up to 2 places is 0.09. Did you get it correctly? Yes. Yes. Majority of you got it correct. 1 over 11 or 0.09. Okay, so any more question? Sige, you do it fast. It's the application. A box contains 20 strips of paper where each leader of the 20 countries wrote his or her vote, whether to sanction Russia or not for invading Ukraine. 12 voted yes, and the rest voted no. Which of the following will give the least probability? The greatest probability. So it's higher form of learning where you need to apply all the concepts, formulas that you've learned. It's evaluation part. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to answer all. Okay, I can see answers now. Thank you. Now, focus to the question. Yes, for you to answer the question, you have to answer one by one. You have to find the probability one by one. Now, which of the following will give the least probability? Can I ask Diana, which of the following, what number? The least or the lowest probability?
4 po.
Okay, number 4. Getting 2 strips at random without replacement, where both strips are no. What is the greatest? Which will give the greatest probability, Enzo?
Number 3 po.
Okay, number 3. Getting 2 strips at random with replacement, where both strips are yes. So number 1 with replacement, number 2 without replacement. So number 1 is independent, number 2 dependent, number 3 is independent, number 4 dependent. Let me show you the answers. Okay. So number 1, 12 over 20, 12 yes over 20 because there are 20 votes or 20 strips in all. 8, there are 8, no. Kaya 8 over 20, it's independent. No event is affected by the other. Kaya 12 over 20 times 8 over 20. Next, let's have the final answers later. Number 2 is without replacement. It means dependent. That's why 12 over 20 times, instead of 8 over 20, this time 8 over 19. So numbers 1 and 2 are the same, only that the first one is with replacement, the other is without. But the same given, the same 2 strips, yes or no. So 8 over 19, just to show you the difference. Next, number 3, 12 over 20, both yes. You have to get both yes. 12 over 20, since with replacement, it's not affected. The second is not affected. Still 12 over 20. And number 4, it's getting no, but without replacement, kaya the second one is affected. So 8 over 20, there are 8 no over 20 times, since it's without replacement, minus 1 from 8, minus 1 from 20. So times 7 over 19. And then multiply each and reduce to lowest term and then get the decimal. Number 1 is 0.24, number 2 is 0.25, number 3 is 0.36, and number 4 is 0.15. So the greatest probability is number 3 and the least is number 4.